Hey guys, good morning. It is Stephanie with Stephanie Katzen Fitness. All right, today I want to talk about tracking. You guys, tracking is more important than anything right now, especially if you are home and you are fearing like, oh my gosh, what is this gonna do? I just feel like I want to eat all day. I mean, I get it. We're bored. We have nothing else to do. For us, it's been super rainy and the weather has sucked. So it's like mindless eating is going to happen. It happens to me and it's probably happening to you. All right, so what scares you more? Being home all day and being like, oh my gosh, like how many days in a row is this gonna happen? Like that freaks me out. What's gonna happen? Does that scare you more? Or does writing down what you're eating scare you more? You guys, this is like such a huge issue for so many trying to get to their goals. All you have to do is write down what you're doing. That's it. You need to have a starting place, but so many people don't want to do it. I don't want to write down. It's in here. It's in my head. No, it's not. You know how many people tell me that things are in their head and they're like gaining weight, they're not at their goals, they're not seeing any progress, and then they write it down for the first time ever and they're like, oh my gosh, like I get it now. I was overeating this, I was underdoing that. Oh my gosh, I was nowhere near what I should be doing. Yeah, tracking, you guys. It's really that simple. And I'm going to start it myself today too. So I'm going to take you through exactly what happens when you start tracking because it's a huge difference. And let's talk about it. So I actually like to track by pen and paper. So yes, there's plenty of like fancy apps out there. I have access to like 3 different ones. I don't care. I don't like using apps. I just want to write it down. It's very simple. I like this tracker because it's literally just like breakfast, lunch, dinner. What did you have? It's asking about your water, what you woke up, how you weighed. And there's always going to be people that are like, I don't want to weigh. I don't like getting on the scale. It's simply data, you guys. It's just data. So these are things that I talk about with my clients behind the scenes. You guys, nutrition is so much mindset. And when somebody's like, I don't like the scale. Okay, well, let's see it in a different way. I mean, your checkbook. Do you not like looking at your checkbook? Because you need to see what kind of money you have. You need to see like, can I pay for things? You need to add and subtract as you are buying and, taking money away. It's literally just your data, nothing else. So it just allows you to know like, okay, is what I'm doing working? Am I gaining? Am I losing? That's all you need to know. Okay, so tracking, you guys. Typically the last few days, I've noticed my weight has gone up and I'm like, all right, let's reel it back in. I'm usually in maintenance and I'm not unhappy with where I'm at right now, but I also don't want to end this, quarantine, like, 10 pounds up just out of pure boredom. Okay. So things that I would typically do, I have a snack bar every day. And this morning before I began tracking, I had a piece of it. These little things, you guys, are the reason that people gain weight. This is part of my meal plan. This is like half a protein, half a carb, and one of my fats. It's in the meal plan, but it doesn't matter. I don't care how healthy your food is. If you're overeating, that shit's gonna put on weight. It just is. Okay, so I actually had this before I decided to physically track, and so I had a little bite of that. All right, so then I was like, fuck it, I'm tracking. Like, no, I need to track. So then I went to go make my breakfast, which is peanut butter toast with cinnamon. Here's what I do every day, you guys. Again, these are reasons that people will put on weight. You see that bread? That's not a full piece. Yeah, every morning I put my bread in the toaster and then I rip off some while I'm waiting. That does not get you to your goals. And that's what a lot of other people are doing. And they won't track that. They'll track this. They'll be like, yep, I had my breakfast. It was perfect. I took a picture. And nobody knows about this going on over here. This needs to be tracked too. But because I'm writing things down today, you guys, I got a little like anxiety because I mean, that sounds stupid, but I'm just going to be honest. Like I went to go put my bread in. I got a little anxiety and I was like, no, put it back. Like I'm tracking today. That matters. Okay. So then other things, my kids actually were having breakfast when I got up this morning and, they had like their sugary cereals. If I wasn't tracking today, guess what? I would have had a couple pieces, like maybe just 1 or 2 pieces, but that is still calories that are not getting you to your goals. Tracking, you guys, I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep repeating it. You want to get to your goals. You want to stay in maintenance. Maybe you're like, I don't have goals. I just don't want to gain while I'm home. Then track. Look at what you're doing. I guarantee you don't want to write down those little things if you truly do have goals. I don't want to write down that I stuck my hand in the cereal. I don't want to write down that I tore off the crust off of my kid's lunch and ate it. I don't want to write those things down. So guess what? I'm not going to have them today. It makes a huge difference. And if you need accountability, great. message me. I'd love to have you join. This was actually going to be my private conversation to my clients, but I wanted to give it to all of you guys as well because I know we're all going through this right now. I'm going through it right now. And you know what? If you don't want to come out of this in a place where you're like, what the hell just happened? Now I'm in worse off than I started. It's really that simple. Write it down. But here's the other part of what you're doing. It's not just, sometimes people are like, I had a carb, a protein, a fat. No, that tells me nothing. I had grapes. If you really want to get to goals, be more specific and, pick things that are easy. Like instead of having string cheese, or not string cheese, but just cheese out of a bag, shredded cheese, buy slices. If you're going to have bread, say I had one piece of bread. Find things that are easy. You're having grapes, write down, I had 20 grapes. It's really that simple. And then you can look back, weigh yourself each day just to see, is it going up? Is it going down? If you made chili last night, was it from a box? Did it have a lot of canned goods? Did you have a lot of sodium? If you can gain it overnight, guess what? You can lose it overnight. So sometimes, I'll have like chili that we made and it does have a lot of sodium and my weight's up the next day. I know it was from sodium. It's not that big of a deal. Flush out your system, have lots of water, track it, and move on your way. So please remember that if you gain it overnight, you can lose it overnight. But if you really want to get to goals, pen and paper, you guys, start writing it down. Otherwise, you're in maintenance. You have no idea what you're doing. Everybody thinks that I have it all up here in my head. No, you don't. You have so many things going on right now. Trust and believe. You are not tracking correctly in your mind. You are not. So any questions on this, you guys, please comment below. And if you need support, if you need help, let's go. I have so many women that are getting to goals. They are showing up. They are doing all the things. Women in the medical field, women with, so many kids at home that we're all now homeschooling. I literally just did a story where my daughter asked me a question. I got it wrong and she got it right. I mean, it's a struggle right now for all of us, but it doesn't have to be a struggle with your health and fitness. It doesn't. All right, you guys, get out, be active, and have a great day.